Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. Hello, everybody. Dead here. Let's just get into this because, like, I don't know, man. Sorry if you hear anything in the background. My brother's playing Rust over there. Plus, I got a cat. I got Taffy this time, not Artemis. Ooh, hi, Taffy. Alright, anyway. Moving on. Oh, I get comfortable. Like, just sit down, relax, get comfortable. While the other one's posting and I'm recording this. So, little recap real quick, just to be clear. Yes. Okay, so, little recap. So, Nightmare and Daydream would exist in this. Daydream would wear, similar to Izuku's, but with a blue hoodie and just a black, let's just say a black t-shirt underneath. While also having not a smiley face, more like a frowny face, but not really like. Can you even count that as sad? Because it doesn't really look sad. It more looks like. It more looks like kind of voice. And then we got Nightmare, which Nightmare would get along is like almost the exact opposite of Suzuki, almost. Like he's pretty different. He like things he would like, he would genuinely not like, and people who he considers as friends, some of them Nightmare would consider as friends, and others he would not. You know, because it's not exactly the opposite. So we would have Izuku who. So like, but generally the person he gets most along with there is usually Jay Slat, as I've said, and also they would. You just rather be in his house, not really caring about anyone else, or just being mildly rude, or at Jay Slat's place, just drinking. And then he's scared of Creepa, cause like he can't be rude to her, or else she's gonna stab him. He's gonna stab him, and then she looks at Rambo and Sam with like disgust, like they're just bad children, he looks at them like that. Well, Daydream, on the other hand, he's more of a quiet, laid back person. He don't really care what the fuck you do, just don't bother him. Yeah, there's some people he gets along with, yeah, sure. But like genuinely not everyone. He gets along with like mostly Wilbur. Especially if he acted like Ghostberg, which I forgot. Like he like kind of acts like regular Wilbur and Ghostberg. Sometimes, like, he doesn't act like he forgot anything, but he does, like, act like him sometimes. Look, it's friend. Blue. Look, blue. It's a sign. Anyway, moving on. So, let's get on. So, as I said, 9 years later, Zuko would be 28 by now. Kids were 9 years. We're 6, so how old did I make them again? How old were they? They would be 15. So yeah, everyone. So like, as I said about like the school. With the school, they would have like a. They had like a school there though. They would teach the young ones to how to read, how to write. They already knew how to speak. Like they would teach them stuff. They would teach them other stuff. Like Azuki would teach them how to fight. Technoblade would teach them of history, especially the art of war. A favorite of among them, and also somewhat of Greek mythology, and some Greek mythology here and there. I'm trying to remember. Did Technoblade ever talk about Norse mythology? Like, did he? Maybe, maybe. I don't know, man. Sorry, a bit tired. I think, because, like, this is almost done. We're just a couple parts away. But I think I'm gonna finish this up and wrap it in a tight bow, and probably move on to the new one, and then do some of the other two. So yeah. Moving on. Zuku would obviously they would be doing that. Their town would ever slowly get more and more bigger over time go on. They would make more farms. They'll make more farms. They'll have more. They'll fish more. They'll do all this other stuff. You know, they would guard it every night. Yada yada yada. We'll go on to like the next day. Like everyone's just having a jolly old time. Everyone has their family. Everyone has friends, family. Yada yada yada. Let's move on to the next day, where let's say they're having just a kind of a conversation when they kind of hear someone. It sounded like a microphone coming from the front gate, which they would go to the front gate and they would look and they would see some heroes and one person that seems to be some sort of detective. Forgot what his name is. What's his name? I don't remember. Moving on. The detectives would say, Izuku Midoriya, come out here with your hands. Come out here. Come out here. We want to talk. I don't know why I was going to say hands up, because you can't do that. As Kripa and Zuku would look at each other. Tommy would look at him, who would be there? Tommy, Kripa, and Zuku, Rambu, Techno, and Phil. And Wilbur, yeah, we'll have all of those. All of those were there. Everyone was there, but those were the more important ones that would be more speaking up, so to say. As they would open up the gates and they would all kind of just walk out a bit. As they would have most of the other heroes in the back and some people in the front. They would have the detective, Aizawa, and Bakugo up at the front, which now Bakugo and them are now heroes, Class 1A is now heroes. As they would all come out. As Aizawa would speak up first. All right, let me speak up. Let me speak first. All right, Zuku. We have come up with an idea other than killing you, so to say, even though that was the most stupidest fucking idea I've ever heard. We would instead lock you up in jail for the rest of your life, which genuinely I think is pretty fucking stupid as well. Generally, we could just not bother you and then you can not bother us, but apparently these fucking idiots are so goddamn stupid. So, I'm sorry. So you're gonna have to come with us. As Izuku was about to speak, but then Kripa interrupted him. That's not happening, Aizawa. I'm sorry. But that's not happening. As Bakugo would speak up. Oh yeah? What's stopping us from taking him from force? Not him from force. Him by force. I'm fucking stupid, okay? I'm not good at voice acting. I'm not good at this shit. Alright? I don't got scripts. I just kind of go off the top of my head. Alright? As you know, also, Mike's up front. So yeah. As Creeper would say, huh? You think I won't kill? As Zuki would put his hand in front of her, like, calm down, calm down. That's not. Let me speak. That's not gonna happen. You're not gonna take me by force, and I'm not coming with you. If you're gonna try to take me by force, we will kill every last one of you. Just follow what Aizawa said and just leave us alone. Just leave us alone and just leave us alone, and we will leave you guys alone. As Mike would say, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Like, we should just listen to Aizawa. We can leave and never mess with them again. You know, it'd be better to do that. They're like, everyone. Let me get this straight. 9 years. Everyone's geared up. They all got netherite. They all got all that good shit. You know, they all got good fucking potions. They all got that good shit. Like, you know, they got good enchantments. They got all this shit, man. It's crazy. They're fucking crazy. They got a stick with, like, knockback 5,000. No, I'm just kidding. But Jesus Christ, that would send you across the fucking world. If they hit you right, you go into space, man. This cat. It exists. Anyway, I'm sorry. Really gotta pay attention. As I always say, I know, right? Like, it's the better idea. We don't have to mess with them, you know. We don't have to mess with them, and they don't mess with us. Generally, last time we only got him because he gave himself up. As you know, the detective, whatever the fuck his name is, you know, it's All Might's best friend. All Might no longer has One for All. Who has One for All now? Who did I give it to? Bakugo? Was it Izumi? I don't remember. I'll just say Bakugo because I don't remember who I gave it to. I should really look back on these videos, dude. Because, like, I don't have a script. So, like, I don't have, like, something to retrack other than rewatching the entire series again. So, yeah. Be tired. Not good. Gotta get myself energized. Should I go down there and walk around? Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway. As you know, the detective would kind of just push everyone to the side. Izuku Midori, you are under arrest for the crimes you have committed. Please come with us. Come with us calmly, and nothing bad will happen to the rest of these folks. As you know, Izuku would just sigh, and he would lift. You see him. He lift up his hand, and then he would point to the. And then he would point to the detective with 2 fingers. As all of a sudden you would hear just as you would see the detective be not standing anymore. There's an arrow going straight through his eyeball and straight into the ground, and it seems to be electrified. Yep, I'm adding my own kind of enchantments to it. So, because Izuku can just make enchantments, he could just make them. So it doesn't matter. As everyone would get, as the detectives there dead on the ground, as everyone will get into a fighting stance, as Izuku, all the heroes would get into a fighting stance, as everyone else would get into one too, and that's where we're gonna end it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye.